Good morning, everyone. This is Rajiv from QuickHeal, and thank you for joining us at this webinar. The webinar will be presented by Mr. Nikhil More. Nikhil is an online marketing manager at QuickHeal. He has 8 years of experience in digital marketing and a passion for technology and photography. Nikhil is a recognized expert in internet marketing strategies for the antivirus industry. He offers his vast experience in implementing.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Online marketing programs for the antivirus e-commerce industry. At QuickHeal, Nikhil is associated with the cybersecurity program, which is the company's corporate social responsibility initiative. Handing over the mic to Nikhil. Have a good one.
Thank you very much, Rajiv. Thank you very much for this warm introduction, Rajiv. And let me begin with today's webinar. Now, right before we begin the webinar, it's about getting addicted to Facebook. But more importantly, as we talk about this webinar, there are a few more things that I would like to associate with being addicted to Facebook. Now, when you are obsessed about using Facebook, you're not only jeopardizing the security for your own account, but also are putting a risk to your friends' accounts. Now, we'll discuss more about that in the coming slides. So very quickly, let's see what's the topics that we'll be covering for today. Interesting facts about Facebook. So let's begin with on a lighter note. Facebook, the good, the bad things. What are the security risks? When you say you're obsessed with using Facebook, what are the security associated? Different risks in terms of external risks which come through emails, malwares, concerns about privacy. Something that a lot of people are not aware about is untrusted apps, tips for social networking, and then most important part, which is not the least, is how to quit Facebook addiction. Now, people, before we begin, let's begin with quite some interesting facts about Facebook. Now, Facebook's founder, Mark Zuckerberg, as you all know, he's donated $1 billion to charity in 2013, making him the biggest charitable donor. Interesting facts about Facebook is there are approximately 6 lakhs, that's 600,000 hacking attempts are made on Facebook accounts every day. Facebook earns an average of US $5.85 on every user. Facebook is primarily blue because Mark Zuckerberg suffers from red-green color blindness. Interesting, more facts about Facebook is you can't block Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook. So try it out if you want to. Generally, it's been observed that a smartphone user checks Facebook at least 14 times a day. Globally, several people have been murdered for unfriending someone on Facebook. So there is a criminal risk also involved in it. 1 in 3 people feel more dissatisfied with their lives after visiting Facebook, according to a study that was done. Facebook, Twitter, the New York Times have been blocked in China since 2009. 1/3 of all divorce filings in 2011 in the United States contained the word Facebook. There are more Facebook users from the United States of America than citizens who voted in the last election. And in Britain, a woman was given 20 months in jail for creating fake Facebook profiles to send abusive messages to herself. So this is just not Facebook, but this is social networking throughout the globe. I can't even count the number of sites here, but there are hundreds and hundreds, and each day there are more coming into. So literally there are so many social networking sites growing. Any social networking site which is good enough like Facebook can have the goods and the bads associated with it. Let's quickly see how good Facebook is. So Facebook recently has turned 10 we celebrate the ways in which they have improved our lives. It allows us to reconnect with people from the past, people like your school friends, your college mates, your ex-colleagues from your offices, friends in the neighborhood, friends from other cities, friends that you've met in camps. All those can be connected together. People just not from your own city, people not from your own state, just not from your own country, but people globally can be connected to each other. These are all the good things about Facebook, positive things about. But there are some negative things also. Some people get so obsessive about checking Facebook that it becomes a compulsion for them. I wouldn't use the word addiction here, but here they feel compelled to use Facebook now and then. That's not a good thing about Facebook. Now, let me quickly bring up the poll for you. Let's quickly understand, when you share personal information on social media sites, do you think that information is secure? Now, when I say personal information, it contains a lot of things. Personal information could be your complete name, your address, your phone number, your date of birth, probably the school, college, or the organization you're associated with. Could be information about the email address, the personal email address that you use. Could be a lot of things. These all social information we have seen a lot of people very casually share on the social media sites, especially on Facebook. Phone numbers, mobile phone numbers especially, very common thing to be seen. We've seen people exchanging phone numbers on Facebook. So we have an approximately 83% of our audience have voted in this poll right now. We'll wait for another 5 seconds more for people to vote further. Let me just close this poll and let me share with you what are the results. So, 92% people in today's webinar feel that it's not a good thing to share your personal information on social media sites. Audience, pat your back, because this is exactly what you should do. You should never share personal information on social media sites. Let's move ahead with the webinar, and let's understand what are the security risks. So, starting from the very basic security risks of being obsessive, sharing information on social media sites, clicking on various links on social media sites like Facebook especially. This is an open invitation for malware distribution. Second most important thing is, this is a very unfamiliar term, and a lot of people do keep asking us about this term, especially the younger generation is the prey to this. It's called as cyberbullying, and it's a very concerning thing that has come to us, to our notice, and also to a lot of parents, a lot of school teachers, and the authorities of school, that cyberbullying is become a very, very big concern in India. India ranks number 3 when it comes to cyberbullying. This was a study that was conducted in 2012 and reported by a very notable newspaper in India. The most important thing that you should always remember about cyber world is any information that you put on internet remains there forever. The shelf life, as we call it, is for life. So the privacy is in danger when you share information about yourself, or what information others share about you, or what information the social networking sites collect from you. What the other security risks, that you could be a victim of social engineering, you could be a victim of identity theft, financial fraud, infected computers, stalking, child abuse, sexual predation, defamation, lawsuits. people who are angry with you. You may have an angry boyfriend, angry girlfriend, angry spouse, or your parents. Unwanted legacy and embarrassment. There's a huge risk involved behind when you get obsessed of using social media. What happens more? You say for example, you're going on a vacation. People use Twitter, people use Facebook. Please be very careful when what information you post about you going on a vacation. It's really not a good idea to broadcast to public about your extended absences from your home, because that might give you an opportunity for bad people to take advantage of you. Like somebody putting up on Facebook, somebody putting up on Twitter saying that heading down from Delhi to Kerala for a long weekend, going off the grid, no internet, Happy New Year. Well, this is going to tell the people that around the New Year time, you will not be available in a home. This could be an invitation for burglars to know that they can steal your personal belongings from your house. Going forward, security risk. Now, there are various terms that you might come across on Facebook. Terms like malicious ads which are basically malicious, framed with a malicious intent. Click jacking or like jacking, where you've been asked compulsory to like somebody on like a post on Facebook. Chat messages with malicious links from friends. Somebody posting information about their wallet being stolen in Mumbai and they want cash. You should be a little alarmed when you see these kind of messages on Facebook. If you want to know more about this, you can visit our blog on blogs.quickheal.com, and there are various instances where we have been informing people about the various spams that happen around these instances. Like, if you remember, there was a very heartbreaking instance that we saw in New Delhi, the Delhi Zoo video, where the tiger actually attacked a human who fell into his area, his compound. We have seen a lot of scams coming around important announcement that companies make, like iPhone 6 Facebook scams, the Android ransomware scams, scams where famous personalities have been targeted, saying that The Rock passed away was a scam that happened, where people were they felt shocked and they clicked on those links, and what happened at the end was there was a malware attack. Now, there are various other threats that you should be aware of. A lot of people receive messages via Facebook's chat functionality, which looks like below. This is a way to trick you to click on a link, or this is a way to make you a prey of their bad intents, which these cyber criminals use through the chat functionality. Koopface, this is a very this is a multi-platform computer worm that actually originated for users from networking sites like Facebook, Skype, Yahoo Messenger. It was designed by attackers so that they can easily infect the user's complete network with the network which uses Microsoft Windows or Mac operating system. This infection was a security risk. Old request emails, yeah, you get requests. So this is what happens when you share a lot of information on Facebook. You get requests from old friends. You think they are old friends, but they're actually not the real people. These are actually bad guys who send you these requests pretending to be your friends in the past. Bogus groups, pages or profiles that are created to with a malicious intent to steal information from you or to steal your financial data. Like you might see, you might have heard about this online stores where customers are allowed to buy products at super low prices. Now, basically, when you see something like this, you should always try to find how genuine this information is by contacting your friends, by contacting people in your knowledge who do online purchases. You can also contact other sources of information where you can find if this kind of offers are genuine or not, because these offers generally they come with a malicious content, and these people steal your personal identity information or your financial information from you. So this is both a personal as well as a financial loss for you. Privacy is something that the very core definition of privacy is internet privacy involves the right or to mandate of personal privacy concerns with storing, repurposing, or provision of third parties displaying of information.
जो दिया जाएगा उससे काम करो। ये इसकी ज़रा आवाज़ क्यों नहीं आ रही है इसकी? दूसरा कुछ आवाज़ आ रहा है?
So I'm sorry, there was some disturbance, I believe. Just let's check the system.
यहाँ पर नहीं आ रही, यहाँ पर आ रही है, इधर आ रही है। Use new hardware. अब आ रही?
Let's continue. Short URLs that you come across on Facebook, these are real dangers. Short URLs like you must have heard short URLs like ow.ly, bit.ly, that's bit.ly, or tinyurl. Now let me quickly tell you how these URLs work. These URLs are actually shortening of a long URL that happens, but these URLs do not reveal what the actual URL is. All you will see is a small character URL. Let me give you a quick example of how it looks. Now the URL that a malicious or a malware URL could be www.cybercriminal.com/I will send you a virus now.html. Now this could be a bad URL, but what does it look like when it's sent to you on social media site? It looks like http://bit.ly/12zmptj. Now this URL does not reveal what the correct URL is, so you have to be very careful when you click on these shortened URLs. Untrusted app. Now this information has been taken from Facebook. What are bad apps? So bad apps are basically apps that trick people in allowing them more access than they need to function. What does this what does this mean in detail? Now once one of these apps gets access to your Facebook account, it can take action on your behalf that you didn't intend, such as posting to your friends' timelines, information that is being shared on your behalf with your friends without your knowledge is something that these bad apps do. Let's take another opinion poll here, people. This is a very important aspect where a lot of people do not really take into consideration when they are putting up information on Facebook. So what do you think? Is Facebook safe for posting any information? As employees rarely check people out on Facebook. What do you think? Let's hear from our audience today as to how safe is it, or what do you think? Do employers check information on Facebook? Let's give another 10 seconds for today's audience to cast their votes. Okay, we have approximately 72% of today's audience casted their vote. Let me just close this poll and reveal what the answers to this question are. Again, 88% people feel that you should not post information abruptly on Facebook, because you might never know who's checking the information, especially employers, because that is related to your employment. Before let's move ahead and let's see what's the concerns are, especially when it comes to privacy concerns. Who can see the information about you online? Say you're on Facebook, you're posting information about a picnic that you've been to, or you've been to an outing with your friends. So who can see this information? Your friends, families, your friends' friends, your parents, your teachers or your co-students, or your employers, your co-workers, recruiters, customers, competitors, prospective customers, schools, colleges, universities, marketing companies, vendors, suppliers, consultants, cyber criminals, hackers, thieves, government agencies like police, federal agencies, CBI, FBI, CIA, everyone else who's on the internet, whom you've connected with, can see this information. So now you've understood whatever information you post on these social media sites, especially on Facebook, is being seen by all these people. So you have to be very careful about the information that you share. So very quickly, what are the tips for safer social networking? Use a strong and a unique password. Provide as little information as possible. Avoid revealing date of birth, addresses, mobile numbers, etc. Understand and customize the privacy settings in all of your social networking accounts, especially in Facebook. There is in your account section, there is a way to control the privacy. Don't allow third-party applications to access your information. You might come across a lot of websites who will let you log in via Facebook account. If you don't feel that there is a real need there, don't allow them to access your information. Be careful about what you post. Photos of yourself, others, opinions on controversial topics. We have seen incidences happening in the past where people have been victims of posting their personal opinions on controversial topics. Don't post anything related to your employment unless and until you're authorized by your employer to do so. When it comes to parenting, supervise your kids for the use of their social networking sites. This is a very important aspect. Be suspicious of friends or follow requests or third-party application or chat messages, because these might contain links which may have malware content in it, and which may infect your computer. Minimize exploration. Don't click on a lot of ads, videos, games, etc. Use built-in and add-on features in web browsers to warn you of malicious sites, or get a good antivirus software with phishing measures, which basically has anti-phishing filters, ad blocks, or always use preview features for bit.ly or tiny URLs, so you know what the actual URL is where you're going to click. Google yourself and scrutinize results, because that's a good practice to do, and always think before you click. Now, this coming to the main topic for today, signs of Facebook addiction. Very importantly, we'll talk about what are the signs. How can you check for yourself if one is a Facebook addict or not. Now, the first sign is about oversharing. Now, at times, many online users have concerns about privacy, but there are people who share literally anything and everything about their thoughts, their secrets on in their personal lives on Facebook. Now, why would you do it? It perhaps is about it's a lot to do about the gratification of being acknowledged or being approved by your peers. As we've talked earlier about, the psychological Facebook is social affirmation by your friends in your network is the key to draw your social networking sites. The second thing that we have seen is the second sign of being a Facebook addiction is checking your Facebook whenever possible. This means checking out updates of news feeds, responses, posts, uh, every time when you don't know what to do. In other words, it's a default choice for your free time activity that you have to be on Facebook. So what you do, you leave your Facebook open in the background. You switch between your work or your assignments to the Facebook page after every few minutes. When you are outside enjoying your friends, you log into your Facebook apps or your smartphone every now and then during brief moments of non-interaction. Overly concerned with Facebook image. Lot of people that we have observed, or there is a study also on this, they feel an obsession about checking what's happening on their Facebook profile after every 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, when you have decided what to post or what is the status update that you have to do, every time you are concerned about what people say, what people like, what people comment about your status update, about your post that you have done. The next thing is reporting on Facebook. Most of us have seen friends in our network who almost certainly never fail to appear on newsfeed each time you log on to your Facebook. It could be some status update, it could be checking in at some place, posting their photos or other things. Their posts tend to be very mundane matters, like how someone reports to another as what he's doing at a given point of time. Spending hours together browsing through Facebook every day. Spending 1 hour on Facebook is, we'll say it's still okay, but if it starts going beyond that, then it's a possible reason that you are kind of addicted to Facebook. I'm sure there are a lot of content on Facebook, like photos, games, interesting apps, but if you start increasingly more on valuable waking hours surfing aimlessly on Facebook, it's time to re-examine your lifestyle. Again, this is something very common that we have seen happening on Facebook. It's a mad rush to add more and more friends. For some users, Facebook addiction may manifest itself as an intense desire to add more and more friends to their profile. There's a perceived race, we would like to call it as, between the person and his friends to see as to what is the highest number of friends you have on your network. The key here is a perceived or a perception that a person has about this race, while your other friends might not even bother about this. Most importantly, compromising offline social life. As you get used to communicating on Facebook via different actions like messaging, sharing photos, posts, commenting, liking posts, it may come to a point where you get more comfortable socializing online than offline. You become over-reliant on Facebook to fulfill your social needs and may start sacrificing at the time spent on real-life meetups for coffee with your friends. Now, if you have understood these signs, let's talk about how to quit Facebook. The first very basic thing that you have to start doing is to analyze your Facebook usage. Track your usage for a day. Start recording your Facebook activities that can help you realize how much time you actually spent on Facebook getting nothing constructive done. Mark the time on your log. When you log out, download an app for your browser that will track how much time you spent on various sites. Think about the things you can do with this time instead, like pick up a part-time job, teach your kid how to play football, get fit and start working out, spend time socializing with people in real life, clean your house, volunteer for any social activity, read a book, or teach yourself a new language, or listen to music, or make it a routine, like one album a day. These are the various things you could do instead of instead of investing time on Facebook. Now try and remember what was your life 10 years back. What was your life before Facebook came into your life. There were, I'm sure there were n number of things that you were doing before Facebook came into your picture. Like you must be spending a lot of time talking to your family, caring about what your family photos look like, comparing to your friends online. Maybe you spent most of the time playing cricket or board games with your family or your friends. Maybe you spent more time actually interacting with people in person instead of checking up them online or writing them in a Facebook Messenger chat. So write down all the positive things that you did on in your real life, in your offline life before Facebook. Think how can you benefit of Facebook without it. So after you've written down all the things that Facebook has done for you and the things that you will miss most before you delete your account, then think the ways you can collect these benefits. Most importantly, once you've realized that you have taken care of your you have noted down how you've been using Facebook and what are the different ways in which you could utilize the time other than Facebook. Now it's a time to take an action. So turn off all your email and phone Facebook notifications. Now this is a feature that comes with a lot of smartphone Facebook apps. What would be the benefit of this? Very simply put, every time you have a beep in your smartphone, you get tempted to check what your phone notification says. So by turning off these notifications, you can make Facebook less appealing to you. Save your important contacts. Now before you decide to delete your Facebook account, make sure you take a backup of all your contact information of people whom you actually want to stay in touch with after you have deleted your account. Try to quit using Facebook for a short period of time. Once you've been able to go without Facebook for one day, try to extend it for 2 or 3 days, then for a week or 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, then you can go up to a month. And once you are quite comfortable that you can quit Facebook for a longer time, then it is the time for you to take the final step. Make an announcement that you are going to quit Facebook for good. Now writing a simple post telling all your friends that you are quitting Facebook for a while, this will give them a nice heads up if they are used to connecting with you on Facebook, and it will also make you more likely to keep your promise. Once you announce you're really going to quit Facebook, you'll be more likely to stick to your promise. If you're really serious, tell your friends not to tease you for not being on Facebook, and to stop telling you what you have missed if you would be on Facebook. Now it's a D-Day, leave Facebook. Once you've announced that you have left Facebook, it's time to measure to actually leave it and to tie up any loose online threads that you have left behind. There are two options here. You can either deactivate your account, which lets you take a breather while losing any information, or permanently deleting your Facebook account, which is the real deal. If you have started any groups, transfer the admin rights to somebody else you trust. Send an email to your Facebook contacts explaining your decision to leave. Include your current contact information so that they can get in touch with you without Facebook. If you plan to permanently delete your account, clear every last bit of information from your profile, and don't forget to remove your photos. Block Facebook from your computer. Now this is an optional feature you can use. You can turn on this step in the moment of desperation. If you're worried about you won't be able to control your impulse to go back on Facebook even after you have deleted account, you can use a self-control program to temporarily disable your access to popular social media sites. Quick Heal can help you here. The Quick Heal parental control feature in the Quick Heal product will help you block a website for you. You can read more about this on www.quickheal.com/parental control. Now, once we have deleted our account, and once we have done this, you can be quite sure that your addiction, your obsession rather, to Facebook can be lost. Now, when I was talking about the dangers that you can create for yourself by your obsession on clicking or using Facebook more than required, these dangers that we have come across, we have studied these dangers, what people have felt when they are doing online, and then we have created some features in our Quick Heal products where people who were victim of financial praise or financial crimes, we could protect them. Now, one of the features that we have added in our Quick Heal programs is Quick Heal Safe Banking. Now, this gives automatic protection against threats such as phishing, identity theft, or keyloggers. I'm sure people, you have experienced this at difficult times, times when we remember instances that happened in Haiti, Africa, or tsunami that happened in south of India, the floods that happened in Jammu Kashmir, and all those times where we needed help. There was a lot of appeal that went on social media sites, including Facebook, where people were appealed to send in donations. There were links given in the Facebook post which took them to the banks. Lot of bad people, the bad guys, used these instances for their own good. They posted malicious links. They posted links to bad sites where they could deceive people and take their financial information. Now, safe banking feature here will identify these phishing sites or identity theft sites and will keep you protected from it. Web security, a very important feature in the Quick Heal software. This will automatically restrict you from landing onto websites that are designed for phishing attacks. I'm sure you must have come across emails on which pretend to be coming from Facebook support or Facebook privacy control or account controls departments, and they would ask you to log into Facebook or share your Facebook password with them. Now, these are nothing but phishing sites where they are going to trap you and collect your Facebook information so that they can use it for their bad intentions. This feature, web security, can protect you with these kind of attacks. Most important, email security. So emails that come into your inbox which are spam emails or which are infected emails with malwares or phishing emails, these will be stopped from reaching your inbox. So in a way, you are protected. Thank you very much, people, for attending today's webinar. Do let us know your feedback on what your thoughts were on this webinar. We have an opinion poll that we will have after this webinar. If you have any questions or you have any doubts, you can write to us on corporatecommunications@quickheal.co.in. For more information about Facebook and the threats on Facebook, you can visit our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/quickhealav. You can also follow us on Twitter at www.twitter.com/quickheal. For more information about Quick Heal products, you can visit us on quickheal.com, our official blog, where we post a lot of information about upcoming threats or the news of information technology around the globe on a very frequent basis. You can find it on blogs.quickheal.com. I will now hand over the mic to Rajiv to conclude this session. Thank you very much for your time and your patience. Over to you, Rajiv.
Thank you all for being with us today. I hope you found this webinar very helpful, and I hope that this will help you understand social networking better. So until next time, you have a nice day ahead. Have a good one.